Dr. Douglas Prager. Without these sponsors, this broadcast would not be possible.
10 seconds.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh. University of Montana Western will be taking on number 22 in the country, the Rocky Mountain College Battlin Bears. Bears are 16-9, 7-6 in conference, taking on the 7-17 Bulldogs, 1-12 in conference. And your conference standings are number 2 in the country, Carroll College, 10-3 in the conference, 21-4 overall. LC State, number 18 in the country. They're 8-5, 19-6 overall. University of Providence is 7-6 in conference, 16-8 overall, and ranked number 25. So that's where Rocky sits, as they're looking to stay paced with Providence. As Rocky's 7-6 in the conference, 16-9 overall, and number 22 in the nation. And then MSU Northern is 7-6, 15-10. Montana Tech's 5-7 and 15-9. And then the Bulldogs rounding out the conference 1-12 in conference play, 7-17 overall. I think the kind of what to look for in the game here is stop Samuelson.
Yeah.
And do you think Troy Scott will get that tall task again?
I'm assuming Troy Scott will definitely be one of those people guarding him. Haverfield probably also involved in that situation, but Troy Scott seems to do, no matter how big or how good of a scorer, he somehow always frustrates him. You saw against Carroll. Who was that against? Trying to think of his name right now. The scorer, big tall scorer, but there's Troy Scott. And we'll see if he can do it again tonight to Samuelson. This team can really shoot the ball. You got Samuelson, Brandon the Boy, a sophomore.
And Betcher's a great 6'7" shooter as well.
Betcher, also Clayton Ladine, a 6'2" junior out of San Francisco, California, getting the start tonight. So there's another one we really don't know much about, but definitely a three-point shooter. The statistics showing that he has the most made threes on the team. So you can see why he's getting the start if that's the case.
Well, I look forward on the Bulldog side of things, seeing if how that momentum helped. Playing number 2 in the country, Carroll. I mean, minus one of their better players, but at the same time, taking nothing away. We love the energy. We love the intensity. We really liked what we saw out of, obviously Boone played pretty well, but I like the young guys. Haverfield's really playing some really good basketball. Troy Scott did a great job. Carter Kearns was someone that we really left with a good impression of last game as well.
Yeah, Carter Kearns able to shoot a little bit. He really showed that he could finish last game, and Colin Achenbach not getting as many minutes last game. We'll see if that changes or if they stay with the lineups that they did from the guards.
Yeah, no, I think kind of that smaller lineup, so kind of like a death lineup, or as they call them. I think that helps out, but then you get outboarded, and Carroll shot 70%. So we're going to take a brief time out and get you right back to the jump and live basketball action from the Straugh. We'll be back in 1 minute.
When you're in pain and need treatment, physical therapy at Barrett Hospital and Healthcare is here for you. Our goal is to resolve your injuries or pain.
Good luck.
Not just cover it up. Physical therapy can help relieve pain,
keep up the good work,
and improve your quality of life. In some cases, physical therapy.
How many teams go to the tournament?
In which one?
The Frontier tournament.
They all go, or all but one, right? I think it's how it. I think the last team stays home, right?
Oh, so Western's second high 10.
Yeah, because there's 7 teams, right?
Yeah.
And you get 2 buys, so 6 go, I believe.
Sooner. Secondary market lenders do not offer this type of repayment term, so come in to your locally
10 seconds.
To the experienced loan staff about a bi-weekly repayment mortgage. Let Pioneer Federal bring your mortgage home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender,
Just
NMLS
the top
number
seed.
704467.
I was thinking for some reason there were 2 buys.
No, they go 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5.
Okay, gotcha. And welcome back to live basketball action. We're about ready to get started here. with the all black wearing Bulldogs.
My personal favorite jersey of UM Western. Looks like they're going to be giving away some pink shirts as well, the players. And Rocky, on the other hand, with the all gold green outlining on the shorts. Kind of a retro look on the Rocky shorts.
Yeah, no, definitely. And they're always a well-coached team. They're trying to keep pace with Providence, so we'll probably get a pretty good game at them. As far as I know, I believe they're at full strength as well. The Strough's rocking. We got a good crowd here. And it's Pink Zone night, so that's definitely a treat as well. So they'll start off as they start off with Clayton Ladine. Ladine is a 6'2 junior out of San Francisco, California, by way of Skyline Community College. Then number 22, Danny Betcher. Betcher's a 6'7 senior out of Billings, Montana. And then Craig Wilmore, a 6'3 senior guard out of Dayton Beach, Florida. Lucas Beining, a 6'4 junior forward out of Great Falls, Montana. And then Gerald Samuelson, 6'7 junior forward out of Billings West High and Billings product. So for Western, starting guard, number 1, Cedric Boone, the 6'1 junior. And Tanner Haverfield, the 6'4 redshirt freshman out of Dillon, Montana. Troy Scott, the 6'4 redshirt senior out of Dillon, Montana. Number 20, Carter Kearns.
My guy.
The 6'4 freshman out of Hamilton, Montana. And Cooper Kidgel, the 6'3 redshirt senior out of Billings Senior High. Bronc Nation.
And Bronc Nation giving me his free shirt. So
So you're already calling him as the player of the game already?
Well, I'm his biggest fan, so I've
right. No, I don't know. I'm a ex-senior high Bronx.
Oh, that is true. You do definitely shout him out more than I do.
I like me some Kidgel, but hey,
maybe that's
shirt.
what he was, maybe he just accidentally.
No, I think he's really sweetened the pot here for player of the game already.
Yeah.
There's already a front runner.
And he is leading the team in scoring with 16.6 and 4.3 rebounds a game, 44 assists on the season. Clearly, Cooper Kidgel is definitely the go-to offensive scorer. If he could get scoring, hopefully that can get Cedric Boone opened up, because those guards always trying to clamp down on his off-the-dribble shooting from the three. So hopefully those two can get it going.
Betcher jumping up with Troy Scott. The rebound's knocked away over to Wilmore. Wilmore's going to hand it off to Ladine. Ladine hands it off as he gets it over to Vining. Back over into the corner. Shots up and good by Ladine. Ladine with the triple to start it out. It gets knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Wilmore. And
they get into that offense quickly, swinging that ball all the way to the corner to Ladine, the three-point shooter, and showing why he got the start tonight.
Well, and they're just athletic. I mean, if you had to put a word on their lineup. Boone with the basketballs. He gets it up top to Kearns. Kearns works it over to the left side and hands off to Troy Scott. Troy Scott into the paint, gets a little bit of space with the body, gets it in the corner to Haverfield to Boone. Boone with the shot clock going down, pulls and pops, no good. Haverfield pulls down the rebound. He's able to pull it back out to Kearns. Kearns to free throw line, and he's called for the travel.
And Kearns just picking up that dribble a little bit sooner than he wanted to. He came off the screen. He was looking for the shot at first, and then he thought, maybe I'll try to get somebody cutting, and just picked it up instead of dribbling. That's where they're going to call the travel. But overall, pretty good possession for Montana Western.
And with the rebound, like you said, I mean, definitely would have liked some points, but Wilmore gets it over to Ladine, down to Sanderson, back out, and the shot's up by Betcher, and gets the shooter's touch for three. And quickly, the Bears are up 6-0. Boone to Haverfield. Haverfield over to the right side, back to Boone. Boone down low to Scott. Scott, nowhere to go, gets to Boone. Boone for three, no good. Rebound stole out of there, almost by Haverfield. Finally picked out of there by Samuelson. Samuelson to Wilmore. Three goes up, and it's good by Lucas Vining.
And a great fast break possession for Rocky right there. Not one dribble until it got to the three-point line for a wide open Lucas Vining, who knocks three down.
So with 18:25 left here in the first on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Bulldogs trail 9-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Taylor Realty.
Did you tell him you wanted
Grown
to
real
shoot, or
estate
did you just
company.
No, I don't know. Well, he looked over at me while we were talking, and so I thought he was just kind of giving me a look just to like acknowledge me.
From
That's
Lima
cool, man. I like it.
That's good too, because I didn't get one, so I was
property you dream
saved the day.
about. So for a
That's
great
funny.
10 seconds.
And we were
call
talking
Taylor
about
Realty,
it,
Yeah.
and that's what it's even
683
it's even a better moment.
It is.
Or
It
click
really
on
is.
TaylorRealtyMT.com. Click or call, we do it all.
And welcome back to live action. Full court pressure by Rocky. Finally broken down. And shot goes up by Kidgel, no good. Gets his own, puts it right back up. Can't finish on that one. Rebound pulled down by Wilmore. Wilmore to Betcher. Betcher down low to Samuelson. Samuelson goes over to the right side, finishes up off the glass. And good for two.
Some strong hands from Samuelson. Kidgel right there at the pass, but he just pulled it in, went and got that layup.
And Samuelson's another one of those guys that he doesn't really celebrate a lot too, and just a good basketball player overall. And I'm sure that him and Coop probably matched up with the West Skyview / senior matchup. Troy Scott for three, it's up, bounce off the back iron up, touch the top of the rim, and it'll be Rocky basketball. Rocky already with the 11-0 lead, 17:34 left, and shots are just not falling, and no second chance points.
Yeah, Rocky doesn't have one player under 6'2" on this lineup, so you can see why it's tough to get open looks in the man-to-man defense.
And they get it to Betcher. Betcher goes to Wilmore. Wilmore kicks it out to Ladine. Ladine kicks it back to Betcher. Betcher for three, no good. Scott with the rebound as he gets it off to Boone. Boone's going to bring it across the timeline. And so they work it back over to the left side. Boone back over to the right to Scott. Scott's going to go into the paint. Goes up, gets it to drop, and gets the end one.
And the Houdini, just like we guessed it, it's going to be a Samuelson and Troy Scott matchup tonight. And Scott's going to go right at him using that speed and strength. And somehow he finished the layup right in front of him. But Samuelson hit his arm. Incredible how he finished that.
Well, and I mean, he doesn't have the height that Samuelson does, but he's just as quick and strong. I mean, so you have at least that going for you. But your tallest player on the floor right now is 6'4", to a lineup of all 6'4" to 6'7". Back over into the corner to Betcher. Betcher does a great job as a 6'7", who plays more of a guard than a post. And they get it in, and a nice move, switch to the left hand is Vining. The 6'4" junior guard forward is able to finish just above the rim. And there goes Coop finishing with that left hand. And I know we both are huge fans of when he gets into the paint.
Yeah, I am a huge fan of that. He saw Vining go hit that layup, and he said, anything you can do, I can do better. Goes and makes a tough layup.
Back over to Ladine, the closeout in the corner. Shots up, no good. And then knocked away by Wilmore. It's picked up by Samuelson on the knockout. And then back over to this side to Ladine. Ladine to the left side. Up, under, and off the glass. So the man wearing the John Stockton shorts scores again.
And Ladine made that one look easy. Just took a few dribbles to get by his defender. And the jelly fillet layup.
Boone splits the D, goes right at Samuelson, goes left hand up off the glass. At least they figured something out offensively. They're going right at the middle of that defense. They're able to finish there to make it 15-7. They work it down low to Betcher. Betcher with the kick out to Wilmore in the corner to Ladine, down to Samuelson. They're going to get Scott on the foul, but you just can't let Samuelson have the ball that deep.
No, that is his area for scoring, the 6'7" junior out of Billings, Montana. And he's so strong with the ball when he gets it, right around that half circle area, right around under the hoop.
Get over this initial spurt right here. Let's go.
Shots up, and no good. I mean, Samuelson wears no sweatbands, no gear, just two ankle.
White shoes.
Just an unassuming superstar.
And he's shooting 86% from the free throw line, 50% from the field, and 47 from the three-point line. So some pretty ridiculous shooting numbers from Jared Samuelson.
And he hits that one to make it 16-7. 15:27 left here in the first half. And Boone's going to just blow by the freshly checked in Grant Wallace, the 6'8 junior out of Clearwater Valley High School. And Kuskia Kearns with the basketball, gets into the paint, turn around, fade up off the glass and good.
And Carter Kearns feeling it after the turnaround. He said and one. He wanted the foul, but tough shot on the fader from Carter Kearns.
Probably should have got it. The boy with the deep three.
And Brandon, the boy, he's second on this team in three-pointers, shooting 36%, and he's not afraid to pull it.
And that was a deep one, too. Almost with the hand in the face. It wasn't a bad closeout.
Yeah, he was a really quick shot off the dribble.
They work it down low to Haverfield, back out to Kidgel. Kidgel for three, and it's good.
Just a good two-man game from Kidgel and Haverfield. Kidgel got doubled, kicked it to Haverfield, right back to Kidgel for the three.
And the boy for a deep three, and he gets that one to go, too.
And he is one of those players that they just don't really care if someone's in their face, what the possession is or anything. If they want to knock down a three, they're going to do it, and he did it twice in a row.
He's got the Trey Young gym range. 22-12. Bulldogs the basketball. They work down low to Kidgel. I think they're going to get Ladine on that one.
Yeah, Ladine coming from behind Kidgel on the right short corner, drawing the foul on the ground.
Satchel McDonald's about to check in out of St. Louis, Missouri.
They're getting Cooper Kidgel right now. The referees are saying blood. He needs to come. He has a cut on the upper lip. Kidgel didn't want to come out. You know, I mean, how do you tape up a lip from blood? So it looks like they're just going to wipe the lip down. And he's back.
Okay. No. I won't be sitting down.
22-12. Rocky with the lead. 14:03 left. Oh, it's already fun in here. I like it.
Yeah, definitely an interactive crowd tonight.
And the inbound goes right into Haverfield. The kick out to Kidgel. Kidgel looking for a little bit of space, and I'm looking for a little bit of view. Cooper, Boone to Haverfield. Get in there. No good. Knocked out of there. Into the hands of McDonald. McDonald brings it across the timeline. Tries to cross over Boone. Goes back the other way to Samuelson for three, and he buries the triple. We're just getting killed by the three-point line. But you have tall shooters. What do you do? I mean, the boy is
two guys that are 6'7" that can shoot the three ball. That's a pretty nice luxury to have.
25-12, Boone. And we're doing the opposite. We're getting into the paint, which I think is good. Haverfield for three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Samuelson. Samuelson to McDonald. McDonald to the boy. Boy on the travel.
Just took 2 steps before the dribble. He didn't think it was a travel. That's going to be a timeout on Montana Western.
13-14 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Rocky leads 25-12. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Mark your calendars, irrigators. Pivot Plus Customer Service School is on the way. Our service guys will be your commentators. Friday, February 15th is the day. We'll have great info and updates from guest speakers too. Call 683-4418 and we'll receive
10 seconds.
the leader in precision irrigation.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh Gymnasium. University of Montana Western trails 25-12. And we got one more half-court shot here. 2 more, I guess.
And I would be impressed if she got this.
Yeah, I know. We got about, 11-year-old maybe?
And I think not even going to give her a try closer.
No, there's $500 on the line, man.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I'm not exactly sure how they.
That's a good way to keep the money, though. You know, you just choose 12 and under.
Yeah.
Can't quite get it.
But that's what I was just going to say. I wonder how they are choosing. Is they pulling a name out of a hat? Are you paying for it?
Yeah.
They're just like you. You'll work. And welcome back to the basketball game. They just missed. We're 0 for 3 so far on the shooting. For $500, I should say, the half-court shot. They work it down low, and looking to get it kicked out, but nowhere to go with it. Finally, Kidgel comes around to rescue Burkhart. Back to Burkhart. Out to Boone. Boone for three, and he splashes it down to make it 25-15. Still hanging around, though. As hot as they're shooting from three-point line. I mean, we're down 10, but get some stops. And
yeah, I really think offensively Montana Western is taking great shots.
Wallace to the boy. The boy to free throw line. Back to Wallace for three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Kidgel. Kidgel back and across the timeline to Boone. Boone for three. It's up and good.
And
Boone's starting to feel it.
Boone just gets in a rhythm where he's just going to hit it off the dribble right there. Just dribbled right up to the boy and hit it right in his face.
25-18 Rocky. The boy with the kick out to Wallace. Wallace works it down low as he gets it to Betcher. Betcher with the kick back out to Wallace. Wallace brings it across the timeline. Over to McDonald. McDonald into the paint. Up and under, left side, left hand, off the glass. Good for two. Remember when he played here last year, we were thinking the same. He got to the bucket.
He's a smooth finisher when he gets about one dribble from the three-point line.
And he's so composed as a dribbler. He keeps the ball low to the ground. Boone with the basketball on the right side, looking for an opening. Goes to the left, over to Kearns. Kearns going to the right, pulls up free throw line, shots up, no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Betcher. Betcher's going to hand off to McDonald, who brings it across the timeline. Back up top to Betcher, and then forced error as he zigged when he should have zagged.
Yeah, the boy trying to cut when he should have just stayed to receive the pass. And that's just so tough. You know, you're always playing with new guys at college level, very competitive. So, you know, you see a new lineup, sometimes you think they're cutting when they're not.
Boone with a little bit of a breather as Achenbach checks in. Kearns gets a breather as DeRocher checks in. Achenbach down the left side, gets it into Kidgel. Kidgel goes baseline, puts it up, can't finish, but he's going to get hacked in the act and go to the charity stripe and see if he can improve on the 27-18 deficit with 10:54 left here in the half on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard.
As soon as Vining got switched on to Kidgel, he's been trying to get to that little high post area, back to the basket, his go-to offensive strategy.
That'll make it 27-19 with 10:54 left. In and out, no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Austin Payne. Payne, a 6'5" senior out of Cypress College in Garden Grove, California. And he has the basketball in his hands up top as he gets it over to Ladine. Ladine back out to Betcher. Betcher for three, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kidgel. Kidgel's going to bring it up and across the timeline. Kidgel's going to get it, and it's stolen away from Burkhart, but he's able to get it back. Gets to Achenbach, who can't finish with the left hand, but he'll go to the charity stripe as well.
McDonald tried to hustle down and steal the entry pass to Burkhart. When Burkhart got the ball, that left Achenbach wide open on the cut right down the middle. Almost made a tough layup, but drew the contact instead.
Back iron, no good. Vining with his fourth team foul on Rocky. Haverfield will check out. (27-19), Bulldogs hanging around, down by 8 with 10:19 left in the first half. Shots up and good. Well, like I said, I mean, with as hot as shooting as Rocky is, I mean, down by 7 seems like that's okay.
Yeah, they're sticking around. This Western team not going away.
And Troy Scott with the steal. Achenbach's going to bring it up and across the timeline. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, weren't we down either 11-0 or 11-2? Back over to Achenbach, down low to Scott. Scott with the step around, goes up strong left-handed, gets hacked, go to the charity stripe, missed the follow through, but good strong presence in the post there.
Yeah, Scott on offense, when he's playing well on offense, that helps this team so much. And you can tell he's playing in a rhythm tonight. He's not turning the ball over and not. Sometimes you can just see a player if they're comfortable or not, the way they dribble the ball and the shots they're looking for.
And he makes the first to make it a 27-21 ball game. Troy Scott back to the second, and no good. That rebound's going to be pulled down by Payne. Payne's going to get it over to McDonald, who will bring it across the timeline. Gets it over to the left side, shots up, threes in and out. No good. Kidgel with the rebound on the Payne miss. Hockenbach brings it up and across the timeline. He's going to get it over to the left side. Ooh. And gets it down low. Nice pass.
With the highlight
Even better
play.
finish.
Colin Hockenbach had a screen. He faked into the screen and crossed back over. Almost made his defender fall. Then Burkhart on the roll just
got it over two hands in the air.
Yeah, right over
Dropped
two
it in
hands.
his lap. Burkhart's able to put it off the glass, good for two. And so with 9:25 left in the half on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Rocky leads 27-23. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi, this is Sandy
Goes up
Tyler
to
with
Drew
Carl
Brees
Tyler's
pass.
Beaverhead Motors. We've been serving people in the greater Dillon area for over 15 years, finding the right vehicle that fits their Montana lifestyle.
But he gets it
For us,
done.
it's not just about selling the vehicles, it's about providing an experience that is as seamless as possible. In fact, we've recently added a lifetime warranty program to better
10 seconds.
of their vehicle ownership. Stop by today for a new Chevrolet, Buick, or GMC at 675 North Montana Street in Dillon, or check us out online at
After week 10, it
beaverheadmotors.com.
disappeared.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh, 27-23 Rocky. They have the basketball. They have it on the right side with Ladine. Ladine gets into the about free throw line, kicks out to the corner, gets to Samuelson, and then back to Vining. Vining to Samuelson. Samuelson with the turnaround jumper in the paint, and bounces out. McDonald with the rebound.
Oh, my
Samuelson
gosh.
with the two-handed Gorilla Slam.
With the poster dunk right there, Samuelson picking up the offensive pass from McDonald right in the middle of the key, took 2 steps, had Burkhart, I think, on his chest, just cocked it back and dunked it for the and one jam.
Dang.
That one could be,
You saw some jaws open around here.
that could be a top 10 right there, and you could hear the reactions from the crowd.
Oh, like I said, and you saw it on their faces. And Samuelson, like I said, an 80+% free throw shooter, has missed 2 here tonight. So 29-23, Rocky with the lead. Hockenbach with the basketball as he switches it back over top to Scott. Scott's going to split the defender and get it over to DeRocher. DeRocher to Scott. Scott down low to Burkhart. Burkhart to Scott. Scott out of bounds on the line.
Be on the baseline, and I personally would like to see at least an entry pass to Burkhart with Samuelson on his back. Maybe not just to score, but get it in there a little inside out and maybe try to draw some fouls on Samuelson.
Well, and they've done a good job of the foul draw. I mean, they have 5-2 advantage right now, so that's a good point as well. Kearns and Boone check back in. And it looks like so you have Boone, Kearns, DeRocher, Scott, and Hockenbach on the floor. Basketball in the hands of Craig Wilmore. Wilmore with the kick out to Ladine for 3. And I don't think you want to leave him alone.
No, Wilmore getting the defense to help, and the classic drive and dish, wide open Ladine.
Push it back out to a 32-23 advantage. They get it down low to Scott. Scott goes up, gets it knocked away. He's able to throw the ball off of Samuelson, so it'll stay with the Bulldogs. Poor Troy doing work down there with those trees.
Yeah, he's been a big part of this offense and had an open look there. Pump faked because the trees, as you're speaking of, are right there trying to block that away. When he flies by, went up on the other side, got it tipped, and then threw it off a Rocky player. And it looks like Rocky Mountain coach is having some sort of conversation with the referee.
Troy goes in, always animated. What a great coach. Boone steps, pops, and gets it to go just inside the three-point line. But he's got a ball on a string tonight.
Yeah, knew exactly what he was doing. Stepped right up for the mid-range jumper, and he still hits it with a hand right there.
Back over to this side to Samuelson. Over to Ladine. Ladine, step back three. And Scott with the rebound. I don't like that play right there. I think you got too much time in the clock.
Yeah,
and that's a good shooter, but
heat check. You know, good shooters feel a few go in and they just want to get one more right away.
Kearns with the nice, gets blocked but fouled. And a great job of really finding a way to get to the hole. I liked what he did there. He went right to the bucket, went strong, and I mean, unless you watch him play, you don't realize he's so good on the left side of the rim.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Kearns going from not even in the starting lineup to now, he's already had a few isolation plays where he's the mismatch. So you like to see that confident switch, what that can do to a player on offense.
Shots up and good. Such a good shooter. You got to give him some space.
Yeah, one of those players that just has a pretty jump shot.
But he also, you know, he's got enough moves to get to the rim. And you'd have to say as a true freshman, that's only going to get better as he goes. I mean, unfortunately, our record doesn't show greatness at this point, but you got a redshirt freshman and a freshman, and then you got another kid in that's in that 6'4" range that we're lucky enough to see play for the Beavers. It's going to be another kind of difficult matchup. Just like Boone is. Boone's is not easy to deal with now either. Binding with the shot up, no good. Troy Scott with the rebound. Achenbach brings it up and across the timeline. He's going to hand off to Boone. Boone's going to pull up the trip, and he is feeling it tonight.
And it's one of those nights for him. He is just pulling up J.R. Smith style with people in his face and knocking him down.
Oh, they're going to say it's off Achenbach. 6:34 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Rocky 32. Here comes the Bulldogs with 30. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Standard Lumber has super red hot buys for February. Red hot buys on Ace Wild Bird Seed, filter right furnace filters, LED lights, buy one, get one
you're just
free.
sitting there.
Great deal on Glad trash bags for all your needs.
30 seconds.
Sprayway, glass cleaner, Gorilla Tape, and Scott
the
Shop
cheerleaders
towels.
were out.
Standard
Didn't give the sign.
Help you with all your projects or any need. Walk in and ask. They know. Stop by Standard Lumber. It's your helpful place for the professional to the homeowner.
And welcome back to live action here from the Straugh. And I don't know, I'm really enjoying this basketball game as well, as the University of Montana Western really looked like they were in a horrible, precarious situation. Next thing you know, they fight their way back. It's 32-30.
Yeah, they've been playing some solid defense on these shooters. Not a lot of open shots, even though there's three-point shooters all over the floor for Rocky Mountain. And on the offensive end, they're getting the shots that they want. They're getting inside and not just settling for that three-pointer. And I think a lot of that thanks goes to Cedric Boone, who's hit some shots that not a lot of offensive players can ever hit.
Yeah, no kidding. Good point. Ladine with the basketball, so he gets it over to the left side to Wilmore. Wilmore looking for an opening, trying to do a two-way with Samuelson, nowhere to go with it. So gets to Wallace, to Binding, to Samuelson, back over here. Wilmore takes the pick. Oh, and Boone had the steal, but just couldn't keep the handle on it. So to be out of bounds with 6 seconds, though, on the shot clock. And I think this is something, I mean, personally, I get it to Samuelson and let him do something with it. Then again, this kid can shoot from anywhere in the building. Oof. Puts it up a little too strong by Ladine. It's no good. Kearns with the rebound, hands off to Boone. Boone brings it across the timeline. And he pulls the free throw line, puts it up, and gets it right back. Goes right back at it. Goes left hand up, no good. And then Samuelson gets the basketball. They bring it up with Ladine. Ladine looks down the left side, gets it into Wallace on the block. Wallace working on Kearns with the step around. Nice soft hands, a good touch around the basket, gets it to fall.
And you see Grant Wallace, 6'8" junior. He's had the size advantage, and he got it where he wanted, right there in the middle of the key.
And Kidgel gets to about free throw line. He's going to go off the left side, gets a little bit of the body on the bump, and then they're going to get Binding for the foul. And so Kidgel will go to the charity stripe to shoot two. A little more isolation basketball tonight.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They're definitely taking advantage of matchups. They're paying attention to who's guarding who. And right now, 6'3" Cooper Kidgel is going in on Lucas Vining, a 6'4" guard forward out of Great Falls, Montana, who's going to have to sit down because of foul trouble because of Cooper Kidgel backing him down and drawing those fouls.
So 34-31, Rocky with the lead. 5:28 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. And Kidgel ready to pull and pop. And in and out, no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Wilmore. Wilmore's going to hand it off to McDonald. We'll bring it across the timeline for the Battlin Bears. They'll get it over to the right side, back to Wilmore. Wilmore gets a screen, rolls to the left side, and gets to Samuelson. Samuelson to Ladine. Ladine back to Wallace. Wallace for three, and he buries it. Doesn't look like your typical three-point shooter, but the 6'8" forward buries it to make it 37-31.
Another 6'8", 6'7" player that can shoot from outside and play in the post, and that's why your offense is so dangerous for the Rocky Mountain Battlin Bears.
Oh, Wilmore seems like a heck of an athlete for not getting the ball very much. Scott backing down. Samuelson goes to the left side, shows it, gets it back out to Kearns. Kearns to Kidgel. Kidgel to Scott. Scott for three, and buries the triple from the corner to make it 37-34. Great job of Kidgel drawing the double team on that play.
And finding the open Scott.
Almost stolen away by, and it's going to be, Boone goes up and gets it down with the two-handed jam.
On top of the trailing Wallace, huge highlight play started by Tanner Haverfield's hustle play.
The two-handed pound, 37-36. Samuelson backs down Scott to kick out to McDonald to Wallace. Wallace for three, it's an air ball, and saved by Samuelson, but to Cedric Boone. Boone to Haverfield. Haverfield pulls the string and knocks down the triple. The Bulldogs are feeling it tonight,
This place
folks.
is electric. The student section almost onto the floor with this offense from Tanner Haverfield hitting the open three.
Back-to-back Beaverhead County Beaver threes. Ladine pulls nothing. Haverfield with the rebound. The fans love the effort being put in by their Bulldogs.
Can the run continue right here? This place will go crazy.
Boone brings it across the timeline, gets down low, goes up strong, up off the glass, and good for two. Troy Scott with the bucket.
Having a night on the offensive end, just waiting for the dump-off pass.
We haven't seen this kind of intensity all year.
There's no doubt. If you can go up against Samuelson and have Troy Scott play the way he is.
Ladine goes in with the left hand, finishes off the glass. Good for two. The Bulldogs lead 41-39.
Coming down gingerly on the ankle.
So 2:47 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Both Kearns and Scott come out with either twisted ankles, cramps, not sure.
And they're still waiting just to, looks like, put another guy in. And a tough hit right there. Troy Scott twisting the ankle on the drive. He's probably just going to tighten up that shoe, walk it off, and try to come back. But he has been at the head of this run, offensively and defensively.
They get it over to Kidgel. Kidgel back out top to Haverfield. Haverfield, leaves it off as he wasn't able to hook up with Cooper Kidgel. And Layden gets in to Wallace. Wallace with the shot, it's up and good. And Wallace is, I'm not saying it's not smooth, but it doesn't look it, but the results are there.
Yeah, 6'8", and he releases from about the highest point he can, so it's basically an unblockable shot.
So we're all knotted up at 41. They work it down low to Burkhart. Burkhart to Kidgel. Kidgel can't get the handle. And the rebound back the other way as they went from Martell to shots up, no good. Burkhart with the rebound on the Betcher miss. So back the other way as they get it into the hands of Boone. Boone's going to bring it across the timeline. He slows it down. Looking for the screen, nothing doing. Pulls on three, no good. Achenbach the rebound, back out to Haverfield. Back down low. One extra pass that was a force. And then they get it into the paint, kick out the Betcher, air ball.
Looks like number 5, Isaac Martell, and Haverfield getting on the floor, hustling for that rebound. It's going to cause a jump ball for
the boy checks in for Ladine. We know what to expect then. He can pull the string from anywhere.
Not afraid to shoot the 3 ball. He's already knocked a couple down.
And our first look in a while at Jacob Payne as he checks back in. Checks in for the first time in the homestand. So they bring it up with, gets knocked out of his hands.
And they're going to call it out of bounds. The boy hustling for that loose ball, and his feet got out of bounds and he was saving it back in.
So to be Bulldog basketball.
Coach Drykosen wanted the foul call.
So Haverfield the inbound from the sidelines. He gets it into Kidgel. Kidgel splits down the left side, the turnaround. Gets it knocked away from him. A bunch of people on the floor. Payne's able to put it up. Kidgel with the putback. And they're going to call Kidgel on the foul at Samuelson because it's Samuelson. As Kidgel gets the foul.
Kidgel in there trying to get that offensive board. Just a loose ball. Payne couldn't quite finish after picking the loose ball up, and then Kidgel trying to tip it back up twice in a row, and then he fouls. It's like
Austin Payne checks back in. DeRocher checks in for Achenbach.
Could really use a big-time 3 from DeRocher. One of these shooters just take a little pressure off the offensive end here and go into half ahead.
So he gets a little extra breather for 2 of his starters as well. Plus he doesn't want any more fouls, I would guess. McDonald gets in off the right side, up off the glass. Gets the 2 and the end one.
And just a great job, Wallace and McDonald on the screen and roll right there. They played good defense, DeRocher did, and Payne helping on the drive, but McDonald just so good at finishing the layup.
43-41, McDonald up and good. So 44-41 with 46.6 left in the half on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Boone's going to bring it up and across the timeline for the Bulldogs. We'll get the screen from Kidgel. Takes it back to the right side. Finishes up off the glass and good for 2, 44-43. Boone's got a great offensive game plan going.
Yeah, it looks like Allen Iverson with the multiple crossovers to the difficult layup.
With the shot clock off, looks like Rocky's going to hold it for the, they want to take the lead in one way or the other, basically is what the,
DeRocher's going to foul over the screen. It's like he fouled on purpose.
Yeah, it did. Definitely looked like he fouled on purpose. DeRocher checks out. And the defensive stopper, Trey Edwards, steps in. 44-43, 6.8 left. Rocky with the basketball. They inbound into the boy. And he puts it up either way. Haverfield at the buzzer. It wouldn't account, but man, the effort was there. So after 1/2 of play on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, the University of Montana Western trails Rocky 44-43. We'll be back in 2 minutes with the Papa T's halftime show. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
DQ fans, your hanger monster just got hanger managed with the DQ Hungry Up deal. A single, double, or triple burger with cheese, plus fries, and a mini blizzard treat, starting at just $4. 3 deals meant to satisfy any level of hunger, from hungry-ish to hungry to straight up hangry. Meet your new hanger management system today. The Hungry Up deal, only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Frontline Ag Solutions has John Deere clothing for everyone in the family. Check out the Clear Track, up to 50% off all sizes for all ages and in many different styles.
So far.
Nothing runs like a deer, and now you can dress with genuine John Deere gear. It's all at Dillon's Frontline Ag Solutions. Stop in and check out all the new kids' clothes, plus all the great John Deere toys. Frontline Ag Solutions, 683-4281.
Early detection is the name of the game with cancer. As most will agree, detecting breast cancer early makes all the difference. Hi, this is Dr. Andrew Belize with the Montana Thermography Center. Thermography offers women the earliest possible detection of breast cancer, up to 8 years before X-ray mammography. There are things to know about this. I will not diagnose cancer from a thermogram, and I will not tell a patient that this is the only tool they need for breast cells. For more information on thermography, please call me at 683-9600.
Are you
Laughed at.
maybe heading out on a snowmobile trip or just need to fuel up? At the Mini Phillips 66, you can find everything you need to get you and your vehicle going. Grab a quick bite, a cup of coffee, or a cappuccino, and don't forget to pick up some heat for your car or truck. Then fuel
10 seconds.
and hit the road. At the Mini, you can also find blended diesel. The Mini, Dillon's most convenient store, open every day at 5:30 a.m.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh Gymnasium, University of Montana Western. It looked like they're going to let this game get away from them early, and then next thing you know, they come all the way back. A lot of great intensity. Troy Scott playing fantastic basketball. Cooper Kidgel doing a great job. Can't even begin to tell you how good an offensive game Cedric Boone has really willed them back in. And just good defense all the way around. They went from giving up a lot of threes to really trying to make them earn it. And here we are with the Papa T's halftime show. Papa T's all Angus beef, and you can't say enough about the pork chop sandwich as well, huh? And so, what are you seeing out there that you think is the key to the game here for Western if they want to stay in it?
I think to stay in this game, you got to take time and get good possessions and continue to get good possessions, because if this team gets out in the fast break, then they're going to hit open threes. They're going to hit open shots. But right now, Western doing a good job of not necessarily shutting down, but keeping Jared Samuelson at bay. Make other people beat you, and that's what they need to do.
Yeah, no, absolutely. They're getting more of their points off their guards and wings. Wallace really has been tough to deal with. And then Laydean. He's, I'm impressed. I mean, he's got a good shot from outside. He's hitting those outside shots, but yet does a good job of getting to the bucket as well. I mean, it's tough to deal with those type of situations. What did the stats show us?
For Rocky Mountain Battlin Bears, 2 rebounds, 3 points, 2 assists for Danny Betcher. Jared Samuelson had 8 points and 5 rebounds and assist as well. 10 points for Clayton Laydean, 2 of 4 from the 3, 2 assists and a steal as well. 2 assists for Craig Wilmore, 5 points for Lucas Vining on 13 minutes of play, 6 points and a steal for Brandon the Boy, 2 threes. He can really shoot from deep. 2 steals for Isaac Martell. Grant Wallace also had 7 points and a rebound, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists for Satchel McDonald, and Austin Payne got in for a couple rebounds, playing some good defense. They shot 17 of 32 from the field, 53%, and 8 of 17 from the three-point line, 47%, 2 of 4 from the free throw. On the other side of things for Montana Western, Cedric Boone hitting some sensational shots. The man can shoot off the dribble. He has 17 points, 3 of 6 from the three-point line, an assist, a rebound, and a steal. 3 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist, 1 steal for Tanner Haverfield, who maybe had the biggest highlight save of the season right there, setting up Cedric Boone for a contested 2-hand jam on the break. Troy Scott, he's hustling everywhere too, 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. We hope his ankle's feeling better after the little bit of a roll. 4 points, 1 rebound for Carter Kearns. Cooper Kidgel, always productive, 7 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist as well. 1 rebound, a point, 2 assists for Colin Achenbach. Derek DeRocher got in for 5 minutes and 24 seconds. And Connor Burkhardt also got in for 2 points, assist, and 1 rebound. They shot 15 to 29 51%, and 6 of 14 from behind the three-point line, 42%, 7 of 11 from the free throw line. Got to shoot some good free throws here in the second half. This is probably going to be a nail-biter.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's going to be one of those things that you're shooting 51%. Can you keep that up? Can you start them down from their 53%? You know, that's kind of one of those things you're hoping to see the defense kind of close out. Doing a great job of boarding this game, though. I was pleasantly surprised looking down and seeing 17 and 15. Kind of limited in the turnovers, which usually we take pretty good care of the basketball. I see Rocky does that too. Mm-hmm. They have tight passes too coming in on their offense, so it's going to be tough. Take away the basketball. You think you'll see a little bit more press in the second half?
I assume Coach probably won't press because this team broke it so well, or
quick guards too.
And on the break, all 5 can shoot. 6'7", 6'8" guys. They're also great at rebounding on the break. I think the turnovers is one thing that I noticed first thing when I looked at this sheet was you've got to take care of the ball. And like you said, I mean, there's no doubt as much as you want to get away from it, this is a better offensive team than Western. We're going to have to shoot the ball really well. And I think Coach Larson's going to do a good job of talking to these guys and making them feel comfortable. You need almost all 10, whoever guys get on the floor, feel free to throw that thing up and let's get the threes rolling.
Well, and I think, you led to it, too, as well. We want to bring the ball inside. Maybe we can get a few guys in foul trouble. They haven't done a great job of really getting Samuelson in foul trouble, but they've slowed him down. I mean, really right now, it seems like we need to take a little bit better job of letting that second pass go. Mm-hmm. They get it into the block. The next pass leads an open shot. Early it led to threes, and then they kind of closed out on that. Now they're getting kind of in between. I'm a little worried that with Sampson with only 8, I mean, that's still an 8-point half, but, he's going to dump in another 12 to 14 in the second half. So much like you had said, I hope Troy Scott has the healthy ankle. He's one of the guys that does the best job on it. At the very least, he makes them work extremely hard for it. And I like that they were attacking the rim. Yeah. I think it opened up those open look threes in the second part of that first half. And I think we're going to have to do a lot more of that as well.
Yeah, the offense looks a lot better this game. You've seen a lot of drives to the rim, and this isn't an easy team, 6'7", 6'8", to get to the rim on. So they're going to have to continue to do that. And, yes, Troy Scott will play a crucial part on defense here in the second half.
Love the atmosphere. It's nice and loud. I also love it seems like the team really is fighting hard the last couple nights. It's a good homestand so far. This will be a good win for this team. They're working their tails off, and as long as you get better each and every game and you have a shot at the tournament at the end of the year, I think you're in a good shape at that point. So we look forward in the second half. My quick prediction, I think Carter Kearns is going to have a better second half. I think he'll end up with double digits in points. Other thing, I think Haverfield's going to get into the scoring act a little bit more as well.
Yeah, you took the words out of my mouth with Haverfield. I hope to see him get scoring because he can score all over the floor. If he gets the 3 rolling, the high post, and he also has a nice spin. So I think hopefully Haverfield can get a little bit rolling too.
Absolutely.
Offensively.
Well, and Kidgel and Boone and Scott are doing a great job. We just need one more guy to kind of throw in there if we're going to pull the swing out. We're going to need one of those guys, if not both, to step up and really do a little bit more. And they're very capable and excited to see it. We're looking forward to it. So we're going to take a quick time out and get you back to live basketball action here from the Straugh. Rocky leads 44-43 here at half. We'll be back in 4 minutes.
High Peaks Federal Credit Union is a member-owned financial organization serving Beaverhead, Madison, and southern Jefferson County. Their goal is to help serve you, the members' financial needs, from checking and saving
times a day. That's 35 million times each year. And it pumps approximately 6 quarts
Great
of blood,
music.
12,000 miles every single day. That's downright amazing. We need a strong heart and healthy cardiovascular system to keep...
10 seconds.
Take good care of your ticker with regular exercise, a healthy diet, and quality supplements from The Good Life at 2 South Montana Street in downtown Dillon. Come on in. We'd love to help you.
And welcome back to live action from the Straugh. Getting ready to start here as Rocky will start with the basketball. Your Bulldogs will be going right to left on your dial. And Ladine will have the basketball as he works it down the left side on Boone. Not sure where they called him on Troy Scott on that inbound pass, I would guess. That's
Scott.
his second.
He's at full speed, the ankle not hurting him anymore.
And Scott gets up for the board on the miss by Wallace, and back the other way comes Kidgel. Kidgel looking for an opening, gets to DeRoche. DeRoche for three, it's up and good.
Coming off the pick and pop right off
That was
Kidgel.
almost from the back side of that 3D style.
Yeah, that was a couple of
Snapped
feet
the net.
behind the line. He's not afraid to back it up.
And the shot goes up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Scott. And that was a miss by Lucas Vining. That looked like it should have been a goaltender.
Very close call, hitting it before it hits the backboard, but Samuelson with the block. And Troy Scott picking up his third foul on the other end. Clayton Ladine attacking to the rim. He's a three-point shooter, but today he's really been getting in there and getting the layups.
So Scott will quickly check out.
First shot by Ladine.
Trying to figure out what's all good. It's a two-shot foul, so shots up and good by Ladine. So Burkhart will check in for Scott. Scott with three. It was a borderline one there, and it's up and good. 46-46. And they steal it right back.
Tough inbound pass. It's going to get stolen.
And Vining gets blocked by Burkhart. And I don't know where he's looking for the foul on that. I didn't even see body.
Yeah, Vining won the foul. I didn't see it either, but great block.
But that's the typical, that's more of a Y basketball thing, right? You get blocked, it's automatically a foul.
Next man up, let's go.
And the inbound gets knocked away by Boone, but picked up and kicked out to the outside to Vining. Vining gets it down low to Wilmore. And he's talented, Wilmore. It seems like he would be involved in the offense a little bit more, but you got a lot of offensive talent over here on this.
Yeah, he's a great defender as well. You see them putting him on Boone, their Western's best scorer.
And they worked it over to Haverfield. Haverfield down low to Kidgel. Kidgel back out to Haverfield. Haverfield goes in, tries the extra pass to Burkhart. Burkhart's able to come up with it. They get it to Haverfield. Haverfield gets the hoop and the harm. And that might be, is that 4 on Vining?
I was thinking the same thing. That's going to be maybe, three actually on Vining right there. And Haverfield did a great job with the pump fake. Wallace went by. He drove, dumped it off where I thought he should have taken the first layup. But he gets it back from Burkhart, and then Vining coming from behind, trying to sneak up for the block. Fouls instead, and Haverfield knocks down the free throw.
So Bulldogs with 49-48 lead. Ladine gets in, the kick out to Samuelson. They're going to get Boone on the reach. Quick first step by Samuelson. He's electric.
And
he kind of goes slow motion, then boom.
Yeah, he just lulls you to sleep like he's going to just kind of dribble, and then right there he had a pretty nasty spin move right after the foul.
Well, he got such big strides he takes to the bucket. Inbound goes to Samuelson. Back into Ladine. Ladine with the soft shot, gets the roll.
Ladine using that pivot foot. Pivoted like he was going to pass it back to the person who switched on him, and then just did a little spin, floated it over the top.
Ladine's actually got some pretty good lift on him, too. I mean, for a 6'2" guy, he gets up there.
Yeah, and he doesn't take a lot of bad shots. He's a smart offensive player.
Haverfield tries to work it down low. They're going to get McDonald on the reach.
McDonald being put in to the task of guarding Kidgel back to the basket. And you can see number 20, Satchel McDonald, 5'11" senior, and he's a thick one.
Inbound. DeRocher with the basketball. He's going to pull it back out and tries to get it to Kidgel. Rocky seems to get a hand on everything, though. Luckily, Bulldogs able to pull it back out. He's gets him on the closeout. Boone with the deep three, and it's an air ball.
And Boone wanted the foul call.
50-49.
And
Rocky with the lead.
Coach is saying he can't guard you, go by him. And I agree, it's so easy for a person with a great handle to settle for the three when you know you want to get to the rim and try to draw a foul or at least get a layup.
And that was a good moment for Coach right there. I think that he really let him know, instead of letting Boone get disappointed, let him know he had that opportunity. And on the miss, the Bulldogs get the basketball. They work down low to Kidgel. Leading with the reach and the steal. And back the other way as they get it to Samuelson. Samuelson pulls up. Three goes front iron, but the rebound's pulled down by Wilmore to McDonald to Ladine to Wallace. Wallace for three. In and out, no good. Kitchen with the rebound, but he can't keep the handle. Then Samuelson then falls back to Wallace. Wallace to Wilmore to Ladine, and Ladine will pull it back out and reset up the offense for Rocky. That was unfortunate. They played well defensively. And Samuelson that was a late foul call.
Samuelson going back to the basket against Haverfield. Just tried to go 2 dribbles over the left shoulder, and they're going to call him foul on the body. He's going to send Samuelson
that was
to the
kind
line.
of a rescue call. I mean, he threw it from behind the rim.
Yeah, they went off the side of the backboard, and I think the biggest thing refs are looking for when there's that big of a size mismatch is the defensive player can't be leaning. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of body contact, but you can't be leaning into them and putting more pressure.
And the inbound goes in. Bulldogs trail by 3. Getting a little full court presentation as Boone brings it up to the timeline. And then over to DeRocher. DeRocher for 3, no good. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace to Wilmore. Wilmore to Ladine. To McDonald on the travel. Finishes on the left side on the glass up to 2. Am I wrong? Was that a travel?
It was a quick call. It looked like he did take an extra step or just picked it up a step before. The up and under layup. Still a flashy layup.
Hey, a lot of guys would be good if they could take 3 steps. Ask LeBron. 54-49. They work it into Burkhart. Burkhart's on the left side on the block. Working on Samuelson. And the shot's up and good by Kidgel. And they needed that.
They did.
The game was slowly slipping away. And Kidgel hits up the big shot. So it's 54-52 with 15:52 left in the ball game. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The holidays may be over, but that doesn't
Can you make
mean
it a
the
minute?
shopping
They
has
just
to
made
stop.
it a
The
media.
Rocky Mountain
Got it.
Supplement has new arrivals for spring 2019 starting to arrive, and you don't want to miss out on these newest trends. From cute shirts, new jeans and jackets, and stylish boots and casual shoes, we have everything to keep you outfitted for the upcoming season. While you're in, make sure to check out our newest body care products. We have an all-new selection of candles, sugar scrubs, and bath bombs, as well as lotions, body butters, bath salts, and soaps. You can find it all here at Rocky Mountain Supply, your one-stop shop for all your clothing needs.
You know that Devers Excavation and Aquatics are proud supporters of the Dillon Beavers and Western Bulldogs. But did you know that they also support many youth and community programs? You know that Devers specializes in ponds, stream restoration, and waterfalls. But did you know that they are experts in irrigation products, foundations, septic, utilities, roads?
10 seconds.
Contracting? Call Devers Excavation and Aquatics for all your excavating work and get to know Southwest Montana's professional excavating company. 683-3560.
And welcome back to live basketball action. Got a good basketball game here. It's nice to watch.
Yeah, this one's been back and forth. Montana Western never letting that lead get too far. And I think you got to credit their shooting. There's been some tough shots.
To go deeper in his bench. I mean, look at the lineup we have now. We have Kidgel and Boone. You have Payne and Connor Burkhart. And then DeRocher, who is limited time lately. And he's in. The ball gets knocked away. It's on the ground. The Bulldogs on the ground, pulled out by Boone to Kidgel. Great job of defense. I mean, they're just playing with the purpose.
Yeah, for this team to be good, they're going to have to be really scrappy on defense, and that's what they're doing right now, hustling everywhere.
DeRocher with the basketball, gets it out to Payne. Payne back over to Boone. Boone's going to get into the paint. And tough pass in the paint there.
Picking up his
They're going to need someone to shoot the basketball. 3 left. And, of course, it's Boone. He finds rim. The rebound's pulled down by McDonald. McDonald over the left side to Boy. Boy's going to pull it out, get it back to McDonald. Gets it down low, and it's up by Danny Betcher. I haven't seen a lot of Betcher.
Yeah, Betcher really in the second half
He's a good ball player.
Done as much on the offensive end as he did in the first.
Boone looking for the screen. Screens and rolls. He's got Boy on the mismatch. Gets into the paint, puts it up, can't finish. Rebound's pulled down by Wilmore. Wilmore's going to get it to the Boy. The Boy back up to the top to Wilmore. Wilmore over to McDonald. McDonald into the paint, puts up the quick release.
Yeah, that was a tough floater. He just popped it straight up right when he got in the middle of the key over 2 different defenders and pulled his hand right back down.
Yeah, it was kind of funny, like instead of elevating, he put it up quick.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a teardrop, it was a launch.
Yeah, he seems to be one of those players who doesn't use his jump. He's just a great finisher around the rim.
DeRocher with the deep 3, no good. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Wilmore. Baseball pass to McDonald. McDonald on the finish on the left side. Up and good. That'll make it 58-52. Rocky with the lead. 13:43 left in the ball game on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Payne up top. Over to Boone. Down low to Burkhart. Burkhart can't finish. Rebound pulled down by Wallace. Wallace to McDonald. And our shooting is definitely under 50 now.
Yeah, you got to hit that shot if you get that close to the rim for Burkhart, the little baby hook.
McDonald puts it up, no good. Gets knocked all the way back out to Wilmore. Wilmore's going to set it back up as they get it to the Boy. And back over to Wilmore. Wilmore down the right side. Gets the screen and roll to Betcher. Betcher finishes. Gets the hoop in the arm, and they're going to get Burkhart on the foul.
And the classic screen and roll off the roll. Betcher just catching it, going up for the contact help, and 1 layup.
So with 13:05 left in the ball game on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Rockies pulled out to a 60-52 lead. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Only at the University of Montana Western. Experience 1. Experiential learning, 1 course at a time.
So didn't get
1
a
course
sign
for
there
18
either.
days, a 4-day break, and on to the next 18-day course.
I didn't get a...
Intense, effective.
It's even the cheerleaders don't know. But they're sitting down, that usually means a 1 minute.
Experience 1. Visit umwestern.edu or call us today, 1-877-683-7331.
It's Jerry Wessel's Les Schwab Tire Founders Celebration. And unless you work at Les Schwab Tires, you're probably wondering what the heck that is. Well, think President's Day or Memorial Day, except for tires. Of course, nobody takes the day off, and generally there aren't parades or confetti, but you
10 seconds.
want a set of tires. Have a free brake check or a free pre-trip safety check. Les Schwab Tires, doing the right things that matter.
And welcome back to live basketball action. This is that time in the game where we're going to need a little one of those runs again. And you got Troy Scott in here, so that's a good start. Havenfield with his energy is good to see. We got a lot of different lineups tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. And
Payne, Achenbach,
yeah,
DeRocher,
Achenbach and DeRocher getting in together here.
Haverfield, Scott. Yeah.
I think Scott, Haverfield, DeRocher right now are going to be the 3 most crucial players to get this run going if there's going to be one.
Betcher with the freebie as they pull out a 9-point advantage. Wallace is trying to keep up with DeRocher, or Achenbach. Achenbach into the paint, gets reached on. I think that's going to be Isaac Martell that will be called for the foul. Martell, a 6-foot senior out of Big Fork. Pretty part of the world, Big Fork, Montana.
Yes, sir. Won the state championship my senior year.
Oh, nice. Kick out is to Payne. Payne nowhere to go with it. Gets it over to Haverfield. Haverfield's going to go baseline. Get it over to Scott. Scott puts it up. Gets undercut, too.
And he got hit. It looks like it's going to be the ankle again.
I think he's hurt pretty good there.
Yeah, this one looks a lot more painful from the first one.
Rocky leads 61-52. Scott looks hurt pretty good. He's not able to put any pressure on it. It looks in pain, and that's definitely a young man that can take a lot of pain.
Yeah, you hate to see, you know, once you injure an ankle like that, it just takes so long to rehab it back to 100% that you see players just playing on hurt ankles, and then it's so easy to tweak it, and next thing you know, gets another hard roll, and you got to restart the whole process.
So Burkhart will check in, and Kidgel will check in for Payne. Achenbach will go to the charity stripe. And the first is up. In and out, no good. 61-52, Rocky with the lead, 12:38 left in the ball game on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. It's up and good. Need stops, though. That's one thing that here in the second half's been a little difficult. We've given them a lot of second chance points, and it'd be a good point to get a couple stops here with Samuelson not even out here. As they get it over, shot goes up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Burkhart on the Austin Payne miss. Achenbach brings it up across the timeline. He's going to hand it off to Kidgel. Kidgel's going to get into the paint, step around. He'll be fouled by Martell.
Number 5, Isaac Martell.
Oh, no, they're actually calling it on Payne. That's a...
Oh, it's on Payne.
He was kind of standing off to the side a little bit, but hey, anyway.
And I think he's thinking the same thing. I wasn't even there on that play. But
3 on him. So both teams with 5 apiece. 12-10 left. Got to earn some here from the charity stripe, though, and that doesn't help.
And you can't be missing free throws in a close game. Hurt so much. Didn't shoot as good as they would have liked to in the first half. Just 63%.
61-53, and he makes the second. So make it 61-54. The boy brings it up and across the timeline. Gets it over to the right side to McDonald. McDonald over to the left side into Betcher. Betcher gets into the paint with the kick out. As he gets it over there to Payne. Payne to Betcher. Back to the boy. The boy puts it in. Gets a hand in his face, though. Tries to knock it out, and it goes right into the hands of Achenbach. Achenbach's picked up, so he gets it to Haverfield. Back to Achenbach. Achenbach back over to the right side, and then switches directions back to the left. Gets to Kidgel. Kidgel goes up strong. Step around. Can't finish. Betcher with the rebound. Out to the boy. Brandon the boy with the pass over to the left side, and they get it down low. Shot goes up, and a nice turnaround fade by Austin Payne.
Austin Payne, 6'5" senior out of Garden Grove, California.
63-54, Rocky with the lead, and 11:08 left in the ball game on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. They get it over to Kidgel. Kidgel to Achenbach. Achenbach into the paint.
And gets the and one layup.
Wasn't sure if they were going to give him it. That was a nice stroll down the lane, though.
Yeah, he had to take such a long stride, and it almost looked a little awkward after the contact, and just hit a nice soft floater to the rafters off the backboard and in. And one layup for Colin Achenbach.
And the left-hander finished with the right hand. 63-57.
Got to get everything you can on the offensive end for Montana Western.
63-57. Rocky with the basketball in the hands of McDonald. McDonald into the paint. Pass to Betcher. And he's going to get hacked, so.
It's going to be a foul on Achenbach, trying to switch the screen and roll, and Betcher does a really good job of rolling off that pick and roll, keeping good position, getting the pass right there, drawing the foul. Burkhart came in and blocked it after the fact.
Sounds like you just said Troy's out.
Yeah, I mean, the way that ankle looked the second time, just compared to how he walked off the first, I would say there's no doubt that he won't be back in this game, and hopefully that's not the season.
No good by Betcher. So 63-57 Rocky. Betcher to shoot his second of 2. And it looks like DeRocher checks out. Boone checks in. Ladine checks in. I tell you, McDonald's instant offense though, off the bench. I mean, he's got good handle, gets to the rack well. I mean,
yeah, he's a smart, really smart player off the screen and roll. That's his strength.
So Samuelson comes back in for Betcher.
Samuelson really still hasn't caught any fire, but tough thing is his defensive matchup sounds like he's going to be out for the game.
They inbounded Terosh, Hockenbach. He gets it over to Haverfield. Haverfield with the basketball, works it back out to Achenbach. Achenbach gets into the paint, turn around. And going back up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Ladine. Payne looking to check back in. And so they'll go down the right side with Wilmore. Shot goes up, no good by Samuelson. And I'm not sure who last touched, I think Rocky. And that's how they called it, so.
Ladine didn't like the call. It's going to be Western basketball.
Space shot works.
64-57. Need a nice little small run here to get kind of back. I mean, 7 is manageable, but it's also a couple shots away from getting kind of blown out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to see a little something here. Payne, pass off to Haverfield, over to Kidgel. Kidgel's going baseline on the mismatch, puts it up no good, and that's going to be Isaac Martell with another foul.
Isaac Martell coming in to play defense on Cooper Kidgel, and still a mismatch for him. They just clear out, get the isolation back to the basket for Kidgel, and there he is drawing yet another foul.
Does such a good job at that as well. So 64-57 with Kidgel at the charity stripe. 7 fouls for Rocky, 6 for the Dogs. Need this bucket as well. And we'll take it. 64-59, 9:46 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. We'll get over to Ladine. He'll bring it over to the right side and get it into the hands of Vining. Vining over to the left side to Samuelson. Samuelson to Wilmore. Wilmore looking for the screen as he gets it back over to Payne. Payne gets it taken away, and Kidgel's back the other way. He gets it knocked away, couldn't find the handle.
Yeah, he was picking it up off the dribble, but just couldn't get his hand on it, was tipping it around, came back behind his head, and then gets tipped out of bounds by, I think it was Wilmore or Payne. Now you see Vining coming in as well as Grant Wallace for Rocky.
And they get it into Boone over on the side. Boone will bring it back around, gets double teamed, gets it into the corner. And Achenbach pulls the string on a 3. That's almost the best we've seen Achenbach play as well.
He is at the forefront of this run by Montana Western.
And, you know, from what I've heard, I didn't actually was fortunate to see him in high school, but I heard he was quite the beast with him and DeRocher. And he gets a board there.
The rebound.
And he's running, he's going to go right in, kick out to Haverfield for 3. No good. And the rebound is back and put back up by Payne. Right place, right opportunity.
Well, we got a tie ball game. One more stop.
And Drykosen needs a timeout. 8:31 left in the ball game on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. 64-64. We'll be back in 1 minute. Fun.
Yeah.
Beaverhead Livestock
I like to
Auction
see
is a
Colin
proud
playing
sponsor
good.
of all
That's fun.
sports
Yeah,
in
absolutely.
Southwest Montana. They take pride in being loyal supporters of kids of all ages. They're behind the Beavers, the Falcons, the Bears, the Panthers, and the Bulldogs. Give Beaverhead Livestock Auction a call today and have them help you market your cattle. Beaverhead Livestock Auction, just 5 miles south of Dillon. Call 683-2002.
You have plenty to worry about when you're managing a business. Your employees are seeking more from their benefits package, and your budget may be tapped. When it comes to finding the right balance to achieve your objectives, it helps to have someone on your side. This is Alyssa Creighton from Payne West Insurance, and I will work with you personally.
10 seconds.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield plan that meets your needs as well as your budget. Call me today at 683-6881. Agent is independent of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Montana.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh Gymnasium. Getting a lot of effort like we saw on Thursday. It's like this team's finding a way to really gel and come together. See a lot of different lineups coaches using, but the intensity's there, and that's the important part.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. There's a lot of attacking on offense. They got to keep taking good shots or getting good shots or at least drawing those fouls. I think drawing fouls has done a lot for them offensively, and they've kept Samuelson out of the mix on the second half scoring.
Oh, tries to come up with the big pound. It doesn't happen. Back the other way comes Boone. Boone to
what a pass!
Angel. Great pass to Payne. Payne finishes with the steady hands, and the Bulldogs retake the lead.
With the highlight play tip right in front of the face, no look.
They call Payne on the reach.
And you really haven't seen this energy at the Straugh Gymnasium here this year. So fun hearing this crowd, and not even the biggest student section we've seen, but certainly the loudest.
What's going on?
Set, press out.
It's like they were going to go with 2 shots, but
and went the 1-and-1.
Yeah, I think.
Get a rebound. Let's get a rebound.
Wilmore to shoot the 1-and-1. 66-64, Bulldogs the lead, 8:06 left. Wilmore up and no good. Payne with the rebound, gets it out to Achenbach. Achenbach brings it up and across the timeline. You know, the good thing with Achenbach is it's really saved Boone's legs a little bit as well.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
And he gets to the elbow and then kicks it back out to Haverfield. Haverfield to Achenbach. Achenbach on the side waiting for Payne with the give and go. Nice pitch down low. Great vision.
Yes, Colin Achenbach with the hesitation and then the nice hooking pass down to Payne.
And they get it over to the left side, 68-64 Bulldogs. They get it to Samuelson. Samuelson with the shot up, no good. Boone pulls away. He's getting back the other way.
What a shot.
Shots up, no good. And still going. Pulled down by Boone. Boone to Achenbach. Achenbach setting it up, steadying it up. And he pulls it back out to set the offense. And he gets around him and gets knocked away and back the other way. Oh, they get matched up on the feet.
And Achenbach
Samuelson goes down.
Almost got by who I believe was Wallace. Gets it kicked away. Samuelson going on the fast break. Achenbach just running up next to him, trying to pressure the dribble. And like you said, they get clipped up with the feet. Samuelson goes down. That's going to put him on the line for the 1-and-1.
And good free throw shooter, but missed 3 of them tonight, I believe, which isn't very common. And he hits that one to make it 68-65 Bulldogs. 6:59 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Samuelson to shoot the second of 2. It's up and good. So a 2-point ball game, 68-66. Full court pressure being applied by Rocky as they get it across with Payne. Payne over to Kidgel. Kidgel working on Samuelson. Gets to Payne. Payne puts it up and gets it to go.
And Jacob Payne having a standout second half here. We haven't seen him score the ball that well this year, but right now he is stepping up.
Don't you think it's helped he hasn't hesitated? Instead of trying to pump fade, he goes right up with it. And that's really helped. They lead 70-66. Rocky with the basketball. Samuelson gets in, takes a tough shot, gets it to go, but you got to give him something.
Yeah, that's so difficult to guard. I mean, if you can give the fake spin, turnaround jumper, then I guess that's a shot that you'll let him have.
Right, but he also shows he can make that pretty darn easy, too. Well, he elevates so well. There's got to be a push on Vining.
Lucas Vining on the foul, and Vining really has not had his way with the referees tonight. Has had to sit a lot on the bench because of foul trouble, and he's going to continue to be in that with his fourth foul.
Payne will check out. Burkhardt checks in. Vining with his fourth. 70-68. Kidgel to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. 8 fouls apiece per team foul. 6:07 left in the ball game.
And what a tip.
Burkhardt it was a slap. It wasn't even a tip. He slapped it into the hoop to make it 72-68.
The highlight plays continue.
And this is where we struggle a little bit. Obviously, it's easy to say when we're 1-12 in conference, but closing games out. And it's a little early for that, but Wilmore with the save. Wilmore gets it back and fires up the three, no good. Wallace with the rebound, but he's wrapped up with Achenbach. And it's going to be a jump ball, and it'll be Bulldogs basketball.
And you see Wallace, Grant
Wallace. 6'8" and a 5'11".
And Achenbach right down there to catch the rebound and get the jump ball.
It's actually probably a kind 5'9", actually.
Yeah, kind of a funny picture seeing those two standing together.
He's playing hard. Young man is doing well. It's good to see him get the time and put it in. 5:43 left in the ball game. Bulldogs lead 72-68. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Ram is built Montana tough. From fishing on the Big Hole, hauling livestock, hunting on the divide, traveling to local sporting events, Mile High Motors can outfit you. It's not what's claimed, it's what's proven. Check out the miles per gallon, length of powertrain warranty, and horsepower. Only Ram delivers this kind of muscle. That will thin up.
10 seconds.
Get a better truck, better deal. But you better hurry. Guts. Glory.
Scott
Ram. Mile High
that does.
Putting Ram dreams in driveway.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh. 5:43 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs with the 72-68 lead. They have the basketball and Rockies pressing.
It's been an entertaining game up to this point.
Absolutely.
We've had a couple good ones today.
Inbound goes into Boone.
Boone's just going to dribble it up himself.
And Boone brings it across the timeline. Setting up the offense. He gets to Payne in the high post. Give and go to Kidgel. Kidgel on the left side, up off the glass, good for two. That was almost a slug in the face.
Coach Larson very excited after that. Kidgel taking advantage of the Vining matchup tonight.
And the shot goes up by McDonald, no good. And gets knocked in. I think Vining hit Boone's hand.
Yeah,
and
right.
Boone knocked it in to make it 74-70. Boone with the basketball as he's looking to bring it across the timeline. They get it to Payne there in the high post. Gets it back to Boone. Boone into...
Right
I
over
found
the
myself
top.
being a fan there.
Yeah, he took 3 different spin moves back to the basket, back and forth, and right over the hand of Jared Samuelson hits the nice little jump hook. Tough shot to
Good
hit.
finish by Burkhardt. That's a tough one, and they're going to get Achenbach on that one.
And Achenbach again trying to switch and intercept the pick and roll pass.
Poor little guy's a foul magnet. I mean, there could be a whole crowd of guys, and they're like, well, it's Achenbach. We'll call it on him, the 5'9" guy.
And you see those pesky guards that anytime those big wants to dribble, they're going to be in there annoying you.
That frustrates them. Payne in for Burkhardt. Good combo there here in the second half. Payne and Burkhardt have done a great job. Samuelson with the second. It's up and good.
Kind of surprising to see Burkhart come out after that offensive play there. Maybe see him roll a little bit longer, see if he can score some more.
Maybe trying to keep him fresh. 76-72. Achenbach gets into the paint, pulls it back out.
Now has the 6'8" Grant Wallace guarding him.
And then gets in, kick out, shots up, no good by Haberfield. Wilmore with the rebound as he brings it across the timeline. Gets to Samuelson. Samuelson working on Payne. Gets the ball knocked away. And then works it down low as he gets it to Wilmore. Wilmore goes baseline.
And
elevates, gets a hand on his ball, but he still finishes off the glass.
Yeah, you really don't have to make a move to the layup when you can just out-jump everybody there, and that's what he did. Straight vertical, a layup over top the defense.
Big possession here, 76-74 Bulldogs. They have the basketball. It's 3:31 left in the ball game. They get it to Kidgel. Kidgel pulls. Oh, in and out, no good. Wilmore on the rebound as he brings it across the timeline, hands off to McDonald. McDonald slowing it down to set up the offense, looking to tie the ball game. That was a tough one. Got the shot he was looking for and just rimmed out.
Yeah, McDonald got knocked down over the screen. Now Jared Samuelson one-on-one in the key.
Payne on the foul, so Samuelson will go to the charity stripe. He's definitely having to work at it. You can see he's got a little...
Yeah, you can see here late in the half, Rocky has decided if we're going to go possession for possession, we're going to go through Samuelson. And they've been trying to post him up time after time here about the last 5 to 10 possessions. He's got touches in the post.
And he's got those misses out of the way, unfortunately, as he can tie it up after he made the first with this one.
Yeah, when you've been at the free throw line, 8 times maybe this game starts to get a little easier.
Maybe, I don't know. Oh, in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Haberfield. Achenbach with the basketball as he's going to bring it up. Hand it off to Boone. Boone will bring it across the timeline. He's on the right side, going to get the screen from Haberfield. As Boone gets into the paint, finishes off the right side with a nice touch.
And uses the behind-the-back smooth dribbling for Cedric Boone. He's going to be the closer. Hits a tough layup right off of that. Great play from Cedric Boone.
So with 2:47 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard, Bulldogs lead 78-75. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Hi, this is Mike Flieger, owner of Lakeland Feed and Supply. Lakeland Feed specializes in taking the very best quality ingredients, many of them grown right here in western Montana, and processing them into the very finest animal nutrition products. Lakeland Feed manufactures a full line of steam-rolled, pelleted, and textured feeds for all your production, working, and hobby animals. Lakeland Feed proudly supports our young customers learning valuable life lessons through 4-H and FFA. Lakeland Feed, always made Montana.
You don't realize how hard that shot is until you get out there.
Tired of paying a lot for store-bought bottles of water? Call the Culligan man.
Thousands.
He makes bottles disappear with a Culligan drinking water system.
That was always what we did after the game. Like, let's go.
Drinking water while reducing
That's all the kids you get. You're like, all right, no more half-court shots. You guys got to shoot in there now.
Yeah.
Every time you do one of those camps,
10 seconds.
everybody just shows up and shoots the floor.
Better water.
Everybody's shooting those.
Call your local Culligan man, Mark Hauser, today, 586-2453.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh Gymnasium. University of Montana Western with the 78-75 lead. Rocky with the basketball.
And
let's see, we got Payne, Kidgel, Haberfield, Achenbach. And who am I missing?
So who do you think Rocky goes to on this possession?
I think they're going right back to the man that brought him to the dance. I think it's going to be a pick and roll to Samuelson. Are they calling another foul?
And anytime Achenbach gets switched on to Samuelson, he's going to try to go ISO back to the basket. And on that one, Achenbach tried to step in front and steal the pass, but fouled on the hands on the entry pass.
That's a tough call there. I mean, and then you send their best free throw. I mean, that's part of the reason why coach is doing that too. I mean, you foul him, he's almost automatic from the line. He's missed 4 that he doesn't miss at any other time. So 78-77, 2:35 left. Bulldogs with the basketball. So Boone up top, going one-on-one with Martell.
And he's going to take some time off the clock. Probably go screen and roll here.
Martell into the corner, Achenbach for three, air ball. McDonald with the rebound. He's going to bring it up and across the timeline. It's tough. It was a good look they got, though.
Yeah, he kind of had to rush the three. It looked like he had a big coming to contest.
McDonald over to the right side. That gets to Vining. Vining back to the left as he gets it back over to Samuelson. Samuelson to Wilmore. Down low to Vining, working on Boone. Vining's going to try to take him with 3 seconds. Not a very good look, but McDonald's able to pull it out of there. McDonald goes right back in. Gets it down low. Samuelson with the reverse layup. And Rocky takes the lead.
Nice pass from McDonald, taking it out on the possession on the offensive board and just dropping off the easy cut. Samuelson so strong down low with those layups.
1:24 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs now trail 79-78. We'll be back in 1 minute.
When you're hungry, it's time to think Stage Line Pizza. Total Pizza Pleaser. Call 683-9004 for taste tempting, pizza delicious, fantastic, incredibly delicious Stage Line Pizza. Home or office delivery starting at 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Whether it's lunch or dinner, Stage Line can deliver. Try one of their traditional favorites or one of their great specialty pizzas. Call today to find out about their nightly specials. Stage Line has dine-in, take-out, or all-day delivery. 683-9004. Vans IGA has the
Takes some athletic ability to do that on the cheerleading side.
Great service and quick response to your special request. Locally owned by people you can
trust. It is a
trust.
better event, though, when you have, like, cheer squad. I love it when they have a band going.
Yeah.
I mean, those kind of things are pretty cool.
That is very true.
10 seconds.
His commitment to community makes it a great place to shop. Vans IGA, Dillon's locally owned
store. Ever had a band.
Vans IGA is hometown proud.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh. 1:24 left in the ball game. 79-78, Rocky with the lead. Payne, Kidgel, Haverfield, Boone, and Achenbach on the floor for the Bulldogs. No full court presentation. They're going to sit back and play defense. So Boone will bring it up and across the timeline. Achenbach to Haverfield. Haverfield over to Kidgel. And it looks like they need to take advantage of Wilmore. Boone goes in strong but can't finish.
And now Rocky going to use every bit of this shot clock, try to get as much as they can off the clock.
They're going to go right back to the well.
Yeah.
They're going to swing it back over to kick back out to Vining, back to Samuelson. Samuelson to McDonald.
6 seconds, they're going back to him.
McDonald with three, Samuelson, it's short.
And that's going to be a shot clock violation, not hitting the rim on the air ball.
Hey, good defense, man.
Yeah, good defense. Samuelson got the shot he wanted, missed short, and that's going to give Western another chance.
Huge possession here. 35.9 left on the Intermountain Irrigation scoreboard. Bulldogs with the basketball. They trail 79-78. We'll be back in 1 minute. I think it's going to be a Boone three.
I mean, I assume they're going to go to Boone, but
new owner of Big Time Sportswear Design.
I mean, if you can try to, I like that play, getting it to Achenbach. If you can try to get a driving dish, but who are you going to
Big Time has retail clothing, letterman's jackets, and we carry all high school and middle school fan apparel for the Bears, Panthers, Falcons, Cougars, and Beavers. Big Time Sportswear Design, 20 East Glendale.
Yeah.
683-2889.
So if you're going to do that, you at least want to be up
Did you know
right?
the reason why our nose gets
That
runny
is
when
true.
you're
I
crying
mean,
is because
3 would be the
your
nicest,
eyes
I
drain
think.
into your
Either
nose.
way, I mean,
Some
you'll
people
take the
sneeze
two.
if they have a
I
light
mean, maybe
shining
you try to
into their
go to
eyes.
Kidgel and
impossible to
go
sneeze with your eyes
one-on-one.
open.
If they
Each of
double,
your
then you
eyelashes
kick.
has a lifespan of
I
approximately
say
5 months.
you hit the
On
three,
average, you You blink 17 times in a minute, or 5.2 minutes.
Not as good.
Yeah, free throw
Most
shooting.
common injury caused by cosmetics
I mean, it's
to the
double
eye
bonus
is
though.
mascara.
We're in.
Eyes are
See,
your
but it would
most
just be
precious
so
second.
nice if you
Care
could get
for
it to
them
Kidgel.
properly.
Well, he draws the
Dr.
foul. You're
Douglas
like, all
and
right,
John Craig are your
instantly.
source.
Now I know that I'm not going to lose this game.
Right. It'd be interesting. I can't wait to see what Coach has for us here in live basketball action from the Straugh. 79-78. 35.9 left in the ball game. Bulldogs with the basketball. Obviously a 5.9 differential between shot clock and game clock. So we can't completely play for last shot. On one last shot.
Yeah.
Get a putback. Maybe we'll get a rondo. Kicks out to Achenbach and he buries it. Boone with the basketball. They're just slow pressing it, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, just trying to get a little bit of time off the clock. And he's going to wait until probably 8 seconds.
He gets to Kidgel. Kidgel over to the left side to Haverfield. Haverfield to Payne. Back over to Boone. Boone looking to take him off the dribble. Nowhere to go with it. Gets it to Kidgel. Kidgel up and under. And he is going to get fouled by Wilmore. I almost thought the whistle wasn't coming, and I'm like,
yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I thought they were going to give him the block there. And good possession, great defense from Rocky Mountain Battlin Bears. Number 5, Isaac Martell, beat up on Boone right there, not giving him the open 3.
So if he makes both, do you foul right away and then play for the last shot, or do you just play defense all the way down the floor?
I think,
God,
who do you foul? You have to foul because they're probably going to leave 5.
Right.
Martell in. I think you try to maybe foul Martell because if Samuelson goes to the line,
it's over. Oh, it's the first to tie it up.
And that one looked like it was going to be short. It just lands right on the front rim, rolls in.
Oh, what a good basketball. Great day for basketball, both sides of the deal. Anyone that came out for Pink Zone certainly enjoyed a great game. And this one heading down to a great finish. Bronx Nation represent. Cooper Kidgel with the bucket. Bulldogs lead 80-79 with 5.7 left. We'll be back in 1 minute.
In life, there are typically 3 types of dreamers. Those who want
I bet you it's McDonald.
those who wish it would happen.
I bet you McDonald.
And then there are those who
I
wake
think
up
they
every
put in
morning
the boy and just
and
let
make
him
it
go shoot
happen.
a 3.
At the Bank of Commerce, we understand the hard work, determination, and sacrifice it takes to make your dreams come true. That's why
We don't really have enough time to go screen and roll.
the Bank of Commerce, helping you achieve your dreams.
It's a little bit lower, but
Murray Miller & Sons knows that your land depends on solid understanding of water.
13, so
Murray
he just
Miller,
doesn't shoot as many threes, I don't think. He's at 32.
As they take on your vision and
Not
make it a
terrible,
reality.
but-
They're able to handle personalized residential work to large
Who's that?
commercial projects.
Yeah.
If you're looking for an excavating firm,
Yeah, Vining. Actually, he's only got 13 threes as well.
Call R.E.
Wilmore shoots more.
683-2175.
So they have about 3 guys.
Yeah, Wilmore, Lady, and the boy.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh. And it's a double bonus, so you don't want to foul. You have 5.7 of defense. And you have Payne, Edwards, Haverfield, Kidgel, and Boone.
And the crowd on their feet for this final, what could be a defensive stand for the win. Thought they were calling another timeout. And they're still in the
exactly
timeout,
are
I
they
think.
Okay, so the
Now
Rockies calling a timeout now. Okay, they're both trying to. So with 5.7 left, Rocky calls a timeout. Bulldogs lead 80-79. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Valentine's Day is a very special day of the year. It's the day we say thank you to the one we love. Show your significant other how much you care with a special gift from LS Ready Mix.
You should have told
A
us.
new septic tank is a great way to say, I love you.
$500, man.
We also carry all of the
No
tank
kidding.
accessories you need
She
to
should've
complete
went
that
granny,
one-of-a-kind Valentine's Day gift. When shopping for your sweetie, remember LS Ready Mix. because nothing says I love you like a septic tank.
Hello, my name is Carol Kennedy, Chief Clinical Officer for Barrett Hospital and Healthcare. As a nurse, I know the importance of having good communication with our patients and their families.
Yeah.
We're committed to making sure every patient is actively involved in their care and their recovery. We work with our patients to not only identify and explain each condition and treatment, but to educate and involve
10 seconds.
so they can be informed and comfortable with the decisions they make and the treatments they choose to pursue. For information on Barrett Hospital and Healthcare,
It was,
call us.
And welcome back to live basketball action here from the Straugh Gymnasium. It's been nice and loud all game. That's fantastic. It's been a good basketball game, and it all really can come down to this. 80-79. Bulldogs with the lead. 5.7 seconds left. You have Binding on the floor, McDonald, Samuelson, Wilmore, and we guessed it, there's Ladine right there.
And another timeout. It's going to be called. These coaches playing a chess match right now with personnel, how they're going to line up, if they're going to press or not. It's a big 5-second play.
And then another timeout. So 5.7 left, 80-79. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Tired of looking at the same houses over and over again and not finding the perfect one? Maybe it's time to consider building your own home. At Pioneer Federal Savings and Loan, we offer the one.
This last 30 seconds has taken a week.
Once construction is completed, the loan will
gotta make sure we get all our ads in.
Why pay twice when you can get both your construction and long-term loan in one easy step? Build the home of your dreams and let the experienced loan staff help make it happen. Let Pioneer Federal bring your mortgage home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS 704467.
Taylor Realty, your homegrown real estate company for southwestern Montana.
I want to hear how
If you're
wild the
looking for
crowd
your dream
goes if they
property,
pull this
you'll
out.
find a wide range of properties from the Centennial
Oh,
Valley.
look, he's already getting ready to shoot. He wants to hit this game winner.
We are here to help you find the property you
I'm
dream
thinking,
about. So for a great
I'd be surprised if he doesn't get a touch right here. At least to try to draw the foul.
Click or call, we do it all.
And welcome back to live basketball action. They're going to have to bring it to full court, though. And 5.7, that's plenty of time to set up a decent shot, too. Oh, 10-second violation. They called a 10-second violation.
See, and I thought...
Wouldn't it be a 5 on the end?
No, I think what they called is that it's out of bounds because he tried to drop the ball and then have the other player come in, and he threw it to him too far and off the sideline instead of dropping it. So they were going to switch who was passing it in bounds.
I see, and I missed that part because the coach in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
And so you got a foul right away, right, here?
Yeah, you
let
have
him go to the 1-and-1. I mean, at least they have the 1-and-1 going for them. And so, huge mistake on the inbound. But they still have a chance. Sadly, they still have a chance.
Yeah, what Rocky was trying to do there is they had a person inbounding and they had a guard right outside of that line. And then whoever was inbounding is supposed to drop the ball, and then he's in play, and then whoever's out, you got to step in. But what he did is he threw it too far forward, so it looks like you're throwing it into play, then you step right out of bounds. So that's the call I think that they made there.
So it was a smart call and executed poorly.
Yes, exactly.
Well, and, you know, when this play finally happens, I mean, here we are in our fourth timeout. It's 80-79. Now the Bulldogs have the basketball underneath their own bucket with 5.7 left. What we're probably going to see as soon as the ball goes in, they're going to foul that person. It'll put them in a 1-on-1 situation. Well, actually, it'll send them to double.
Yeah.
But even if they make both, at least they'll have a prayer shot at 3. What are you looking at? Probably 5-4 because it'll be about a 0.3 to get it in?
Yeah, hopefully less than that. That would be a pretty quick foul, but hopefully it'll be a little bit less.
And so if you're getting it in, you're going to want your whole free throw team in pretty much.
Yeah, I think right now the guy you want to get it to is probably DeRocher, shooting 83%. That's leading the team. Actually only missed one free throw on the season. If not him, probably Kidjo, who already hit a couple big ones for you. And I think he heard us talking about player of the game. And I got to reward him if he continues to play this way.
DeRocher has the basketball, though.
What are they going to call?
Okay, they called the foul.
So what I don't understand
.3.
is how did .3 get off the clock? And that may be a mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see.
His coach is right.
He said he takes. The referee said you take .3 off because they were out of bounds. And just the fact of trying to get it in takes .3 off, apparently, which is a rule I was unaware of.
Right.
Working out for Western in this case.
Oh.
5.4 is a lot of time. I think you already called the 5.4.
And if he hits this one, they could still win it with the 3.
2 points. And
this is almost a gift for Western. It'd be sad if it went away. Shots up. And no good.
4, 3, 2.
Oh, back iron. It was inside too. It wouldn't have been a 3, but it's a win anyway. So the Bulldogs pull off the victory as they beat Rocky 80-79. What an improbable win, but a great effort. The Bulldogs win 80-79. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the Papa T's post-game show. Bulldogs win. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Mark your calendars, irrigators. Pivot Plus customer
Ooh, that was pretty close.
Our service guys will be your commentators.
Not a bad shot for just dribbling them down and pulling up.
We'll have great info.
He looked like he was trying to get some body on that.